Pyjamas gets tagged up, damage down to 9 HP, and Plopsky's going to peek out and try and take them out of play. Yesterday we did want a little bit more out of Plopsky, but he started to deliver towards the end of the series. Actually looked incredible, and Frozen, he's able to come in, res down, Plopsky replying back, he's going to look for more, he's got a second kill, and back and forth we go, but it's NIP, they're count on top. More fourth for them, and Mousesports going to have to dig deep to pull this one back. They haven't been able to find the site just yet. Now they've lost the bomb as well. Acore up on top, taking an elevated position for the kill onto Linus, but there's still 2 players left here from Mousesports, barely alive on Acore, and his health is down, and now just Rob stuck in between a couple of frags now. Luckily finding Plopsky. Looks back up in towards construction, but spotted out by Device's NIP. But on the other side of things, because ENCE played well, we do get to see the Mousesports NIP game. And ENCE were just tearing through everybody yesterday. NIP maybe a little bit off the ball, but Plopsky certainly not off the ball in this round, at least trading out 4v4 as Mousesports look to set up into the B site.
Ooh, Device round from the side. Nice early kill before the push can properly come in towards him. Should be fairly comfortable at this point. He's got backup of res. The rifle has been dropped, but not much more doing here. Acore in the back lines, unable to do anything.
Do they flush him out? They've got one Molotov available, but it's not being posted up just yet. Looks like they might just get the lineup, but they're not going to check it. They're not going to clear out res. He gets one. Hamper steps up as well, but kills are coming back in here from Mousesports. They find 2. Now they're going to go for the bomb plant, but with 20 seconds left, you've got Hampus and Device still over here causing problems, and that'll be enough to deny the bomb plant. Device comes over the top to win the round, and NIP just attempts the jump shot as well. Trying to get lucky, but the rifles should definitely be superior. Good timing on the peak from Res. Hampus takes his 1 kill and repositions back into the A site, and that 2-man advantage is certainly going to put NIP in a comfortable position. It's all about limiting the casualties, not dropping too many players, and getting the CT economy going. And I have to say, it's been a great start to that. Rops at least get something. It's not a clean sheet in the round for Ninjas in Pyjamas. As long as they can keep the casualties to a minimum of 1, that'll be certainly nice to see for them. But 35 seconds for Pyjamas to try and change that.
Creeping onto these close angles. Now he's been spotted. He's just going to get spammed by Device. But that's what we needed to see from them. They've got the basics down. They've got this ramp control down. We haven't seen any rounds where there's one player committing to the aggression while the others maybe try and play retake.
Frozen and Dexter starting to walk up the ramp, and Res holding, but Acore spots him. Pyjamas coming in as well. Shots in the rifles and the AWP, delivering huge openings from Mousesports, and Dexter, he's even followed up. It's just Plopsky and Device, and this is the kind of round you needed out of Mousesports, right? We want to see them get into the game early. Well, we'll get to find out very shortly. Of course, taking a look at what you've got coming up here, NIP have plenty of money due to their flawless 5 in a row. Mousesports have only just got on the board. And it was that early ramp success from Mousesports. We'll see how NIP decide to go with it going into this.
Ooh, Plopsky trying to see if he can get up close. Dexter on the other side, waiting for it the entire time. He's able to get the close quarters kill for his team. So NIP go back to the ramp aggression, but yet again, Mousesports are able to get the early kill from it. And this is where it is going to be quite hard for the CTs to recover.
Oh.
Got a nice flash over the top, but Acore lands the shot while blind, and Mousesports extend their advantage.
Yeah, it was a nice flash for everybody involved. Everybody got blinded by the flash going over the top. It's just the kill comes in for Acore. Hampus getting rid of Dexter, at least poking and prodding, pulling the round back a little bit. But again, it is still that man advantage with a minute left for the Mousesports side. And they're going to get Hampus into a little bit of a nuisance position. He continues to go aggressive, trying to find some more information. But as that is happening, on middle, there's a fight going down, and Rops has won the battle against Device. And now Linus finally arrives to the server. His first kill so far. He might just be able to get more out of it. But unfortunately, Pyjamas is the quicker of the young players. And he hits the headshot. Frozen follows up. This time, he gets the AWP again. Linus gets aggressive, could flash in from Device to help him set that kill up. He nearly gets away with the second. Unfortunately, he couldn't, so smoke goes down from Device again. We've seen a lot of him yesterday, putting up the utility to get these kills. He's got himself a double from it. 3rd kill from Device. Played to perfection. Absolutely nothing you can do if you're Mousesports. You've got one man holding on, and everybody falls. Device is a one-man army. And Rops looks to try and overcome. Spots out Device's head on the jump up. Gets info at least, but the rest of the cavalry still in the B site. Rotations have even come over here for NIP. Eventually Rops realizes he has to go into the fight, and that's exactly why the AWP was posted up there. Kill comes in.
A lovely round, had to land a couple of close quarters shots too, and that's with his teammate, his rifle support going down early. Got some really good close range AWPing done here, and I was actually a bit surprised to see Device is playing on that B site, because I'm fairly sure when he was with Astralis...
Smart to watch how Device uses that utility to allow him to create new angles for himself to play with, so take note of that if you're an aspiring AWPer at home. But a good opening kill this time from Hampus. Again, the ramp fight, a lot of these kills have been coming in very well. NIP in these ramp early engagements. Dexter's going to try and play in the smoke. He gets spotted on the run back and Res just before the flash pops. Got his crosshair into the right spot.
The stairs angle and finds the tight head. Another shot from Device. Quick fire double on the B-bomb site. And even when it looks like he's about to get caught off guard by that boost, it ends up working out in his favor. Not missing shots right now.
I wonder if you get banned for team damage. I don't think that's usually off. We were playing on the ESL config. Don't think they've let that setting in. I do remember we were playing like fun mini games with a few talent guys, and Rush. I don't know if he's obviously not working right now. I think he's shaky on the buttons, but I remember Rush. They just kept killing teammates, and he got banned off the server for like 2 hours. So
oh, no.
Kind of ruined our fun.
Ready, but Hampus is at the ready on the flank. I think he might be checked here though. Pyjamas is watching, but he still goes down. Great shot from Hampus. Probably not a fight he should be winning, but he's not going to get away with his life. Rops runs him down, and now Nip want a bit more aggression. I thought Res was about to take that fight. Indeed he does, and his AK has been sharp so far.
It has been crispy. They need a few rounds on the board now for this Mousesports side. And Plopsky up on top of default box, a confident angle, one that's difficult to really be aware of when you're coming around. You don't find many players checking up on top of those boxes as the priority angle. And there is only 30 seconds to pull this off, so this construction fight is everything. If they can find Linus, it just opens up that B side.
Oh, Linus was caught with poor timing, but he still gets one kill. And it's all up to Dexter now, 19 seconds, but he wants to fight. And Plopsky ready on the angle. 9 kills now, getting that shot at the end there to secure the round. And Nip showing us that they certainly can play this map. Been really impressed by Rez. I think he's actually been Nip's highest rated player since Device joined, where it's certainly very close between the two of them. So it's really nice seeing them. Went to overtime. It was a really close one.
Oh.
Wow. Hampus has been getting that kill a few times now.
Yeah, I really do feel bad for Mousesports at the start of these rounds. They're just getting absolutely wrecked in the initial fights. What can you do when you're constantly in a 3v5? I'd love to see a stat just how many 3v5s were there just at the start of these rounds, because it feels like the vast majority of their gun rounds have been, and Rob's unable to even get a kill in towards construction. Lions has done a pretty decent job in towards that area.
They're just getting set in. I think Pyjamas has realized, you know what, my dad's just sending me into a bloody suicide mission here. I'm going to send him in first.
Yeah, I like that, Alex. And the kid survives. Dexter down first, Daddy Dexter out of play. And now Pyjamas 1v5 gets spotted by Plopsky, and he'll even just about fall off the map. And it's not a very good start to this map at all. At least they're trying something new, but you know, this is a good way of understanding for life. Just trying something new doesn't mean it's good, right? You stick to the old faithful sometimes. That's why I always go get the...
Like a little nipple on top of the bun.
Oh no, X-rated contact. Get back to the action here. Pistol in, over the top of construction. Plopsky finding Dexter. And now Rob's just looking down the stairway. Linus is coming in quickly. And NIP continue their dominating and rampant run over these Mousesports players. Just 1 kill on the pistol so far from Mouse, and it's been off Pyjamas. He's yet really to find much more. He's only got 4 kills so far on
Actual grin. Yeah, it has fallen. Oh, here we go. Run boost time. Run boost time. Oh, Plopsky gets round, and he gets the kill in style onto Rops. That's what we're here for. Dexter's trying to see if he can fight back, but at this point, I'd just give them the round. Honestly, they did the run boost. They deserve it. Dexter is not so nice, though.
It's clear that there's no one in the pesky corners, and now he's going to find A-Core, and the confirmation of Mousesports, their biggest nightmare that they go A, has happened.
They've even got a smoke so that Rez can just fully focus on CT. No assists for Rez right now. He's been a headshot machine so far in this game.
Hey, you really are going for the French accents today, Alex.
Hey, doing well. Bringing you back to
we found out in rehearsals, ladies and gentlemen, that Hockey can count to 6 in French and German, so...
Counts 10 in German, I'll have you know.
Oh, yeah. Multilingual, you know?
Yeah.
So many languages you've got. What else you got in your locker?
That's about it, really.
English, French, German. Need to add something else in there. Next time?
I'll try.
Okay,
I could
traditional Chinese then.
I like Dinko. I'm a man of few languages. My brain is not big enough to fit that many.
One language.
Yes, but I know some words, a few words in German.
All right.
Bit of a shame. Assemble that boost. Rez has got to be careful. There are players close by. A-Core on the other side gets headshotted. Rez doing it yet again. Device coming into mid. Nice timing on the peak. Catches Dexter in transition. Nip have instantly bounced back in this round, and that molly is going to force Frozen all the way back into the waiting arms of the AK. Any sort of semblance of hope that Mousesports had.
There's a bit of a philosophy major, I believe, so...
A bit of a philosophy major. Not a proper one.
A bit of a philosophy major.
If he was a real one, he wouldn't be here, would he? Or just gave up on it entirely, because there were just so many rounds where they were getting picked through those smokes. I mean, obviously it's unfortunate, but it's really not gone according to plan. And maybe now they can get something going on their CT side. They've got an early kill at least.
They got 2 early kills, so it's a fantastic start for them here. Maybe they've bought into the Maui Snake philosophy. We'll see if it works out for them. And Device, he's going to try and catch out Dexter up on top. Got a little bit of an inkling he was up there and finds the kill quickly. And now he's looking for a second victim. Rops might just be his prey. He knows he's there. He spots the backpack. Rops has brought a big backpack to score. He's got bullied for it. Device has got rid of him. Plopsky follows up. And suddenly a round that looked good for Mousesports is back into a favorable situation for NIP.
I love how we just cut to the different POV, and A-Core's just flying through the air with his knife out. It's not gone well for Mousesports. Frozen has to try and save them. 90 ABR on Frozen right now. Been doing all right on that front, but he needs to win this one. He's got another kill. 1v1 against Plopsky on the bomb site with the bomb, but he's not planting it just yet. Finally decides to commit to it. Frozen's playing the patience game.
Was back in. Frozen for the 4K, cannot find it. Plopsky secures it. 16-3 coming in for NIP. It's not really much of a game right there. NIP very, very comfortable.
I should probably get a nice coat on for it, but hey, we're getting into it. We're good to go into Ancient, and we are starting with Device. Wow, what a couple of kills he's got early. It is all action all over this A-bomb site, but it's only Rops remaining. Nice tap onto the first, but 2 more to find.
Well, Rops is left alone. Of course, with Rops alive, you know there's a slight chance, but...
I think I've still got it. I was just looking at the stats since Linus has joined, and in the few maps they've played as Nip, Hampus has been there.
On damage, down to 5 HP. And with 50 seconds left, nothing's really just happened. As soon as I say that, Device gets his double kill. And another one picked up from him as they exit the donut. They find death, and it's going to be Pyjamas in a 1 versus 5.
This time. Gives Pyjamas that M4. Gotta say, that donut has been deadly in this round. It's been a bit of a poison chalice. Everyone's been baited into it. Pyjamas doing a really good job at the end, but Frozen has been forced back, and he's trying to keep his range. Elsewhere, here comes Rez, and that's an important headshot to give his team that map control. It's not the auto shotty, though. It's the rifles doing it all.
Rops coming out with the Eagle. Bias with the headshot quickly. 3 found for him in this round, and Plopsky hide inside it, and they made a body blockade. He can't walk through that, and now Plopsky's so ready for the pre-fight. Comes in, Dexter luckily gets one, but traded out quickly by Plopsky, who turns around again for the follow-up. Especially when you're down a player, that could certainly have been the difference maker. Now Hampus has been boosted up, but it's spotted, and the information passed on. Instead of taking the fight, Pyjamas just calls to his teammate Rops, who was just waiting outside of Elbow to come in, and he topples.
Try and cause some commotion with that. Or they could just wait for the rotation, because Rops has found a little hidey hole, and he gets another kill from that position. It's all on Rez to try and lock down that bomb. He's decided to reposition while Pyjamas gets that bomb back, but with 20 seconds, they have to commit to this B bomb site.
I like this. He knows he just has to delay the time, but he goes out into Rops, and what a round from Rops. The information passed on from Pyjamas, and also just taking his time up through the mid-walk. Mousesports never really got uncomfortable there. Even though the time was running low, they played that to perfection. No one misstepped. Everything went right towards the end, and you've got to thank Rops for that kind of round, but good call there from Pyjamas. Good discipline and heads-up play to understand he doesn't have to go for the peek out into the boost, just stays back. In this one, they've got the rifles out again. Device is actually going in towards A main, but they're running them down. 2 players aggressive for NIP. Will they expect a second here? It doesn't even matter if they did, because Device misses all of his shots. And now the attack from Mousesports has a lot of potency with it. They attack in deep, and they've taken every single kill. They can lock in their plant, and if you're NIP right now, you don't have money. So you've got to go for the save call and concede this bitter round.
Fight to the death, and as soon as he goes down, the chances that the round go down with him. Nice exit kill from Hampus, who will tuck back into spawn. So far, Mousesports have been kind of exploiting that A site, in all honesty, which I don't really see any teams doing right now. So I'm happy about that. I'm glad to see it.
Yep.
Well, I think Rops will get his chance, though. Now he's spotted them. Dexter can come assist.
Or
Hampus playing a cheeky position behind this angle.
yeah, Hampus giving them the Hampus go around, and Rez further back gets one from a long-range angle, and a 2v2. One getting planted on default here for Mousesports. And NIP can pull off this round. A little bit more of a timer, more pressure onto them, but the timing's worked out well for Device. He spots A-Core looking the wrong way, and now gets the information as well as to where Pyjamas is playing. So Hampus, yes, is in the 1v1, but he had the idea, but he thinks he's going to change up his position, but Pyjamas is hanging around. He's not leaving that area at all, and with that time ticking, that kit problem becomes a bigger issue. Hampus does get the kill, but no round win due to the time going too far. It's a nice attempt to the round from Hampus, but couldn't quite get it over the line for NIP. It's Mousesports to take victory, but not in the most convincing fashion.
Still another round, though, and I think getting T rounds on this map is pretty important at this point. I still don't know where I'm sitting on it, as it being, you know, T-sided or CT-sided. It just seems very up in the air right now. I think that's because a lot of the rounds, especially on B, nip in that round, and even though they're able to save some guns, it's Mousesports who continue to extend their lead.
Ooh, Dexter comes out. LNZ down. Every time they spot one, they get their kill. So Device is relocated, and we'll be playing on this close corner, spotting down in towards the B ramp, and he's found 2 kills somehow. Drops back, nearly a 3rd kill, but that's more like the impact you want to see out of Device.
2 AWPs on the retake, though, and there's a lurk from Rops, which is going to keep them locked in. So bomb gets planted. They're going to start to set up some retake utility. Rez seeing if he can go for it, and that shot may allow them to attempt this retake. Rops is still pretty far away from the action, so it's mainly going to be up to Frozen to slow them down. He's been only getting 1 kill so far on this map, but now's his chance to make sure he can step on up. Plopsky's watching for the flank. They're tapping that bomb. They're causing all sorts of chaos, but they're still not on the defuse. Frozen about to go through the smoke, gets 1 kill, and there's just no more time. Plopsky desperately looking for a fight, but he's not been given it. I'm pretty sure he's just dead to the bomb here. No way out. Rops is going to try and chase him, but they both go up at the end. Mousesports with another round win.
X-ray perspective, because we know how far away Rops is. We know where he is on the map. There's a big opportunity there for NIP to take control back. But like you said, once you have those double ops, it's always difficult to get your way back into the site. And that time was definitely starting to tick on, and they still hadn't found their kill. I think Frozen does a very good job. You know, he doesn't get a kill from it, so
Oh, there's a filthy
Sorry about
non-believer. All my M4A1S homies in the chat. Call him out right now. At Dinko on Twitter.
Yeah, 3 people in chat now adding me, so thanks to the 3 followers. But Linus peeking out over the ledge. He's found himself one, but he's found a Glock headshot to his face right there, quickly from Frozen. And he's picked up the AWP, but 15 seconds, obviously, the round is already done here. It's just a save game for Frozen. And NIP finally back onto the board, and it has been some time since they've been up here, but I think it's just better that they're not giving away those early picks as easily. Too often, ooh, Frozen. Device is holding for it. It's not going aggressive, so Frozen has got the big scope. You got to get the anime skin, Alex, that adds extra points to yourself. Well, Linus in the corner. Got himself one out towards Frozen. Low HP here on Pyjamas as well, and Linus is going to hunt him down. He wants a second kill. He's come out on top for NIP. He's got the man advantage.
Mousesports have made their way up through mid, though. That means Dexter's in a very powerful position to cut off this rotate.
Oh, Dexter indeed. Just one note. Didn't wait for the second opportunity, and Device just holds. It's the trade kill very quickly, and that puts NIP back into that favorable situation. Bomb not planted yet, and Device is still looming, lurking around the edges of this bomb site. And he gets closer and closer. There's the shot. The no-scope in from Device. Re-peeks out into A-Core, who does take his kill, but it is short-lived. Thanks to Rez, who was up in the temple before Alex. We've seen it all day yesterday in that ends game to close out the day. We know when they're behind, you can never really count them out. It seems like they've figured out what they want to do in the CT side. That's a bit of an easier word for you to say, Alex.
Oh, yeah. You know what it is, Dinko? Rob's seeing if he can find one over towards A while his teammates focus B. Oh, Frozen didn't have any backup there, only had the Glock, so he was hoping for info, but so low on health that one shot finishes him off.
Oh, and Hampers, good timing. Spots the bomb down, and Dexter, his head topples and rolls across the floor like many of, I was going to say a historical quote, but I don't know if that's exactly okay on here. But Plopsky, he'll find Pyjamas, and now it's just Robs left alone. A deagle in hand. Hampers holding for this flank. He is aware of Robs' possible position, but Robs is also aware. Finds the headshot. He's got Sedika's glasses on right now. He sees through walls.
He's gonna die though. Okay, he will die. That's fine. I thought Nip might just actually try and let him survive because he only had $2,000. Yeah, I thought Robs was maybe just wanting to show off his Desert Eagle Blaze skin, but apparently he does a bit of damage. He gets a kill. So there we go. All pays off for him in the end.
Used to be a Mousesports carry with that skin, Alex. You remember back? A little bit of Nico action back in the blazing days. Yeah.
Now it's Robs who's blazing away.
Dak, they're walking into 3 players who are ready for them. Plopsky's in that close cover. He's going to be mollied out. He gets hot and heavy in there, and Pyjamas, he deals with it. He's ready for it, but Device's no-scope on the edge of the smoke has kept it even. As NIP have to think about the retake attempt, and Device gets boosted up. Lots of cool boosts you can do in towards this A site, or B site, should I say. You can try and find lots of little angles to get those kills back. We've seen it from Device yesterday, but not finding much from the top just yet, but eventually gets the lineup. A-Core down through the smoke, and now it's just Dexter and Frozen. They've just got to hope that they can just hold on to this site as the time runs dry. His Device finally missing a shot. Frozen's not. And it has to be the fallback. Device has to run away. Couple of nice shots there from Device, but the hole's not good enough, and his AWP even falls. And hit round for Mousesports.
Good for Nip initially, because with Hampers taking such an aggressive play through mid, I almost feel like Mousesports were assuming he must have had some backup there, so they didn't think it would be such a heavy stack on this B site. But actually, Nip had plenty of players in positions. It was just a really solid take from them, all the positions they needed to, and played the post plant well. And that means heading into the last round of the half, Frozen with 2 early kills, getting one straight through the smoke.
Yeah, Frozen, that's not a bad start. You cannot complain about that one. Mousesports looking to grab 9 in the first half. And they are still taking the time. They don't want to give anything up. They know what can happen. They know the multi-kill potential that lies on the team. A minute and 20 seconds left, Alex, and we're at this point somehow. And a quick one. Ball goes down and towards the A site. Linus trying to find something, but it's Plopsky that gets...
Fine with that. They'll take that. They probably had it in the bag anyway, but an even easier 9-6 lead for them at the half. Not
And Rops is holding. He's going to be the first player to spot them out, and that utility starts to come up. Nice clean headshot to start off the pistol, but he gets traded out quickly by Plopsky. And now it's Acor's turn from the temple. Arises one and a second, a third kill from Acor. These rounds, these kills, they're just so clean from Acor. That is a beautiful pistol round from Mousesports, Alex. Every single shot was just sublime.
that might make it a bit more difficult.
Yeah.
But who knows? We've got a B-rush.
Well, Pyjamas starting to walk forward, Frozen. He's going to walk up and get a double kill. Dexter as well on the USP, popping and taking himself kills. Rez and Linus just hoping they can somehow make something out of this round. And Linus running forward with his Tech 9. Rez also getting one, and eventually they do start to fall. Rop's lucky to be alive there. Stays alive on 6 HP.
I won't lose 2 in a row. I won't lose 3 in a row, and then you just keep pulling yourself into it. The sunken cost fallacy. They won't even break the bank of Mousesports if they win, but maybe they've got a chance to win one here because Plopsky's got the early trade.
The worrying thing is for Nip, right, once you bombard yourself with all that utility, you throw everything away, you invest into the round, you've got nothing left. And now going back into this B side, rotation's going to get over here on time for Mousesports as well. So it's not going to get any easier for you, especially with just one Molotov left. You're coming through the cave area, but Frozen's just ready for it. Acor as well. You've just got 2 players you got to try and flush out here. Luckily get rid of Frozen, but Acor has been good so far on that hold.
A couple of smokes and flashes, and that might mean Nip just try and use pace to their advantage instead of the nades.
Well, that's certainly the call. Straight into the cave. It's going to be 1 kill for Pyjamas. Device trading out, but Frozen's going to keep it from an advantage for Mousesports. They've got 2 players inside of the side itself right now, and Rop's coming in behind. Oh, it's Rez who's ready for that. Just turns around, knocks his head off, and now Acor's up. Might just be what is needed. The big boys might have to arrive to the round to shut down the nuisance that is the NIP attack. And Acor, he is hitting beautiful shots now. Goes back again. Unfortunately, couldn't find the follow-up. So it is just going to be Rez.
Try and force the trade frag.
Yeah, like penguins, but we gotta hope they're a little bit more of a predator. Frozen, well, just like a penguin, takes the kill from behind. Rez is looking the wrong way.
I'm not going to say pugging, but they've been pretty loose so far. They've been switching up their spots. They've been forcing a lot. Ouch, that's what happens when you go for the early mid play. The nades and the mollies combine, spam in from Dexter for even more damage. This is why you don't go for that early mid control, folks. You are going to get wrecked.
Yeah, mid control with no utility. I don't really know. This isn't the Ancient we've seen from NIP yesterday, but I love it. And it's going to be Hampus running up the ramp with a P90, unable to get anything out of it. And now NIP, well, 4v4, they've got the bomb site, but Mousesports are in behind them. They've pretty much trapped them in.
They just have everyone rotating over. The bomb's just being planted as Dexter arrives on the flank, and they're not ready for the man to be behind them. It's going to be a round win for Mousesports. It should be the game right here. Device in a 1 versus 4. He's going to try and peek, but Rops denies him. 16-6 Mousesports in the end.
Yeah, much better performance coming out. This is a normal game of Counter-Strike. The Eagles in the pistol round.
So. Well then, we will see exactly how it plays out. Plopsky's already got a kill with it. Linus, oh, one of his own. There go the Deagles, doing everything as you expect them to. Linus with another headshot. It's just the new meta, Digco. It's being spawned right in front of our eyes.
Yeah, right ahead of the curve. 5 steps ahead, NIP. And while Frozen with the headshot, Linus down in the bomb plant starting to come in. Dexter's chipped away, should I say. And now Hampus left in a 1v2, P250, a lot to figure out in this round, and just headshots for Hampus onto Dexter, now 1 versus 1 against Frozen on 3 HP. Hampus is going to play with his foot, draw him into the trap, but Frozen hits the headshot.
Would have wanted him to be so far in this series, so nice to see him getting off to a good start on Mirage, but...
And get the round because of it, certainly give him a huge chance here as they get into the window smoke. Acor, hello, Linus. Oh, it doesn't get anything. He doesn't get a single thing. He tried to go for the trigger discipline, and that's why you just eat what's in front of you, Alex. You just take the first kill where you can get it right there in that situation. I like that he tries to get a little bit more, but maybe a bit too greedy. He goes down quite quickly into short instead. It's going to be Linus. Oh my god, Rob's turning around and hitting the headshot. The MP9 right between the eyes. And a 3v3 with 50 seconds left. That ramp control could work out very well if Robs can delay. They're still worried about him. Oh, the timing as well on the re-peek out. Device falls as well. Now Robs is running down, looking to deny the plant, taking shots from Palace. Can't deny the plant. Eventually will go down from Hampus up in Palace, but Robs has given them a real chance in this round.
Doesn't even decide to peek initially, and Dexter realizes the round is lost. Hampus even gets him at the end. Connected into the mix, just threw all the balance off entirely. Who knows?
Yeah, there's no pure joy anymore.
Exactly. A-play should be fine for Nip in this round. They've already got a couple of kills. Akel's just burning. He doesn't even want to fight. He's conceded, and hey, he baits him in, I guess. Frozen gets a Zeus kill. Kind of ends up working out.
Yeah, I mean, 4K for Hampus, you'll have those stats and...
Nip also just threw like 10 flashes at mid, man. They have no flashes left, and now they're just going to go for the dry peaks. Linus lands the early kill. In comes Hampus, but Frozen shuts him down with another nice shot, and he gets away with the 2K.
Yeah, well, not much further away as the nade comes soaring after him. Didn't have his flares to fire off the lock-on missile. The device, nah, that's not the opponent you need to shoot right there. Robs is across the board time and time again. We've seen these two teams like to go for investments, maybe a few pistols.
Back here, Nip could get caught off guard. These close angles aren't easy to clear out either, so they are going to sell this B fake, but it could be costly.
Oh, Pyjamas gets out Deagle. It's finding everything, but Frozen's in behind. Hampus' head is gone. Device is there as well. Nice snap from Frozen. Second in as well. Mousesports, that is the round you need.
Against the pistols, against the lower buy. Trying to sell that fake on B and then bring it back to A with the bomb, but they don't really pull away the rotation that quickly. And Mousesports just have a couple.
Sprinting, this time very quick into the B site, and Dexter, he will be the first player who has to deal with it. He's done well on the first kill, but couldn't quite relocate his crosshair back into that window-dropping player. And because of that, Linus now has an opportunity to move forward. He's cut through two already, couldn't quite find a third, and he's actually just given them the bomb.
Oh yeah, does his own stunts. Bomb will be planted. Rez goes aggressive, loses out on the first fight, and Acore gets Device straight through that smoke he just plopped down. So all on Hampus.
Knows how to turn these into favorable fights. Bomb tapped. Hampus does not care. Does not peek the first time. The second, the third, he'll go on that one. Good headshot on Pyjamas. Looks down into the site, and Acore looks up into the apartment window just at the right time, hits the headshot on Hampus, and down to the defuse. There was limited time left, but Hampus on 4 Mousesports, 4-3. A good start for both sides, honestly, and from a neutral perspective, Alex, it's been a fun start as well. We've had highlight moments from each side, and once again, we've got NIP onto a buy. So it's a scrappy one on some players, but for the most part.
Frozen sitting while Acore wants to find an angle. He's so close, but he's not ready for Rez.
No, he's not at all, and Rez just comes in below. Nice little headshot up vertically, and Frozen commits that fight, and because he had to commit so hard, he couldn't reposition back for the second opportunity, and goes down quickly to the reply. And now Device and Plopsky, 2 versus 3. A man down in this clutch. Plopsky spots the jumping players in Palace, but Device has to be the player that delivers the kill. He spots the feet of Dexter. He's got big feet, and that's going to kill him. Plopsky looking up Palace, spots the jump, and it's going to be Pyjamas. Just peeks out with the info gathered from his teammate, and that'll be the kill that might just win them the round, because Device has to come through the murder hole, and it doesn't matter for Device. He bites back.
He just gets the kill outright, but he is going to pull that molly out. Oh boy, that's just going to completely... Oh, Robs is just clueless, man. This is so sad.
That finally spots him. The Device is just playing with his food. Lovely round from Device. Great clutch coming in. That was absolutely sick, honestly. Quick movement out of the window room. Just remember how this clutch started, right? 1v2 into the murder hole, straight out with the headshot. That is not easy to do in and of itself. And then it's the quick jump in towards short, right? He's been on the server, practicing that jump. Good movement, gets up into short. Because he spots out Rob's position, knows he can get...
Kind of like gave Acore the fights, in all honesty. Certainly that second one, so not ideal for Nip. I think they are playing pretty loose right now, but that could work. Linus with the one tap. This kid is really on one today.
Yeah, Linus, I think he's enjoying this. You know, the fact that just freed up, pressure off. NIP clearly not fully focused in on this one, and Linus is loving it. Just a time to shine. Show us what he's made of. Show us why he's a professional player. How he's got, first of all, to the NIP young team, right? That the young ninjas is hard enough task to get to themselves, and now he's made it all the way to the top tier roster. It's a great round from NIP. All started with that initial fight in towards the A site from Linus. 2 kills from him.
In comes the push towards short. Plopski's jumped into the flames.
What?
This is absolute madness with the AWP. This is like an art play right here.
Yeah, through the fire and flames. And it's going to be Plopski. Oh, but, you know, Art usually gets the kill there. Plopski
What is
not been able to
happening?
pick it up. Knife kills inside of the smoke, but it's Robson the double kill with a deagle. Dexter as well. I feel like I'm giving out an auction right now. So much happened inside of the smokes, and I'm insane.
Auto shotgun on the T side, of course. A classic.
Yep. Definitely the most orthodox play, and here goes the attack device action. That's the only kill that comes in for Nip, is the auto shotgun on the B rush, and Dexter, well, gets his kill on Hampus. Maybe it's the rest of the team we should be asking about.
Nova, not a Nova. Come
That's just
on.
not good
If
in
you're buying
any
a shotgun,
scenario.
don't buy the Nova.
Charity tournament. Well, these are some of the best teams you've got in the world, of course, taking it easy sometimes, but definitely not the most normal rounds of Counter-Strike you've ever seen, but it might just work out for the Nova. Plopski, okay. Maybe there's something to this Nova purchase. As she switches out to the AWP, this is a little better in Device. I don't know how they're doing this, Alex, but NIP are in the winning seat right now. 2v1.
Has to try and force the issue. Looking at a couple of different angles. Plopski playing from bench. Great pre-fire from Pyjamas, but he's got one more man to find. Taps the bomb again. Device is teasing him right now, but Pyjamas has the angle on the bomb. This has to be locked in. Device goes with the Zeus, but it's not going to pay off for him. And Pyjamas gets a running USP shot to close out the round, which they deserve to lose.
I'm so happy they lost that round. That is just ridiculous. Pyjamas getting the defuse in the end. Oh, well. What have NIP brought to the table this time around? This is more normal. I mean, it's not the best scenario for them, but it's definitely more of a normal round coming out of NIP.
That's Frozen by the looks of things, but Device denies any play up mid. Hakel's AWP coming into play while Dexter goes aggressive into the apartments. Pretty good position to be in. He's going to hear these players running past, and the bomb is hand-delivered to Dexter. He decides to drop down, even chucks a nade and a molly in there for good luck. Here comes Rez, though. Oh, he slipped through the cracks.
Yeah, he's in behind. And this crack might just open up. Rez is going to go for the knife kill, though. That might just cost him because the player's elevated up above him, right? He's going to go for the 360 knife. It's the craziest play you've seen, Alex. That is his submission to the FaZe clan. We'll see if they try and steal him away, but Plopski coming out of the apartments, flank coming in through there. Rops finds him out. So, knife kill, not much from the flank. First half, Alex. They got themselves quite a few rounds built up before they started delving into madness. You know, the issue is we don't have Anders here right now to control the simulation and get us right back on track. I don't know, maybe he's sleeping or something. Or I don't know if... he just needs to fix the...
Device has thrown a molly into mid, but it's the B play we've got to watch out for. Device has rotated over. Oh, this crossfire should be brutal. Hampus with the kill from below. He needs more, though, and he gets hunted down. Mousesports somehow winning these trades, but it's back to a 2v2. Plopski with another kill, and Rops can't do it all by himself. NIP tie up the score.
Determined from the game so far.
Flashes over. Plopski was dodging them by sitting behind this box. They could overlook this position, but Frozen's found 2 entries, and wow, make it a third. Frozen has some of these rounds on A-Site Mirage where he just goes crazy. This is one of them.
Yeah, he's unleashed. And the Mike 7, Hampus, this is it. This is why he's fallen in love with the weapon. It actually does something for him. He's stuck in behind a smoke, desperately gripping onto it. Device has even gone down, so it is just now Hampus, the last remaining player. But he's never alone when it's him and his Mike 7, and even at the end, it's a... Yesterday against the Ents, definitely felt like NIP were fully in it. And I had a little bit more faith in the comebacks often, but now, Alex, I am a little worried. But they're going for the double up setup.
I do have some bad news for you, though, Dinko. Hampus
got ping issues or whatever, Alex. Hopefully they sort of settle. I don't know how I'll deal with that, but Frozen jumping out, dropping down, and Hampus out of play.
Lovely play from Frozen. Double entry. Oh, Dexter doing it himself. Showing us that fragging IGL capability.
The confidence, just walking straight down, getting those headshots. Frozen can definitely dish out more.
Yeah, I'll always remember Maui Snake making the tweet of Like, if your least favorite map is Mirage, it's probably because you're bad at taking aim fights, is what he said. And my least favorite map to play is Mirage, and it's because I'm bad at taking aim fights. So it actually made a lot of sense for me personally. We're into a 4v3 here. Make that a 3v3, thanks to Device somehow sneaking up on Pyjamas. Now Rops is going to take his turn to sneak up on Hampus. It's all sneaky beaky like here. We're
going in sneaky beaky like. Probably the best voice line in CSGO, I'd say, Alex.
Oh, I wish I could do the accent for it.
Yeah, I don't even want to do it. I'd offend everybody. Beaky beaky like. That was my best shot. That was my best.
It's like Scottish or something.
Yeah.
Okay, Device.
He's got a knife kill, but quickly replied to by Acor in behind. So some of the new voice lines are terrible. Your eardrums.
That's why I haven't bought any new Asian skins. I'm a vanilla man personally. Much like
But you like vanilla ice cream.
Exactly. I like my player skins like I like my ice cream. Vanilla.
Like your Minecraft as well. This one's a real resident sleeper. That's the first time I've ever spoken Twitch chat.
Didn't sound
Twitch
right,
emotes.
did it?
Yeah, no, it felt real
confident
bad.
with it.
Poggers, Alex, poggers.
You don't sound excited when you're saying it. Poggers in the chat, everybody.
Pog champ.
Gotta be more excited.
No, I'm dead inside when I talk like that, Alex. When I talk in Twitch emotes, I'm dead inside.
Ooh, nice aim from Device. Good shot back from Dexter. Everyone playing for stats at the end of the round because we all know that this is going to be Mousesports' 15th round guaranteed.
Oh!
Extra kill for Hampus at the end. Had no stats ever so slightly.
Definitely have the advantage in having that AWP, and Acor has had some very impactful moments. And what? That's a big flick down. I thought Linus had that one locked in, but Acor very quick to react to that connector push. And now Hampus, he has been a little bit quiet here on Mirage, but this will be the time to strike from the back of the bench, but he hasn't got the info that Frozen pushed in. Luckily, Plopsky ready for it. Moves right through, finds the head, but Hampus, he's there to deny the plan. He's got a chance of the second kill, and Hampus gets away with it. Man advantage still in for Mousesports. And Device and Red start to move in tandem back into this B site.
Smoke lands right in the face of Device, so he'll be slowed down. Rez trying to see if he can get a kill or two early, but Mousesports not giving him the opportunity, and the time is ticking here. They've got to force the issue, but they're not going to be able to do it. 16-8 Mousesports in the end.
In the end, it's Mousesports to close it, looking good on Mirage. It's been a interesting best of three. Started off